Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Our recent interview with the Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki raised intense debate with you, our viewers, after he spoke about various issues, from tensions in the Horn of Africa to US involvement in the region.
The United States is not allowing the United Nations to play its appropriate role in getting involved to resolve these problems. What we see happening in Somalia is an unwarranted intervention of the United States through the government in Ethiopia.
Well, after posting the show on YouTube, a heated debate began between many of our viewers. For example, Kachavite had nothing but praises for the country. Eritrea has become a beacon of hope in a continent filled with misery and despair, and where Africans have been relegated to live on handouts from the generous West. Eritreans seemed to disagree with that comment and posted this in response. Shutting off free and private press, banning of any political parties, militarization of higher education system, to name a few, are not exactly characteristics of a country that can be a good example. Take off your rosy glasses. One viewer seemed to have more patience than the other commentators, who were virtually having an online brawl. Eritrea doesn't have a magic button and will not be turned into heaven overnight. Even the civilized nations took over 300 years to get where they are. Eritrea will get there sooner than later. We've introduced a new regular segment to Street Talk and called it Punchlines, where we look at some of the best cartoons from around the world. And to help us with that, we've called on Matt Wuerker again. He's the editorial cartoonist with the DC-based Politico.com. I sat down with him earlier to see what had caught his eye. Matt, good to have you back after the summer vacation period.
Thanks, Riz.
I know it's a little quiet usually in the silly season, as we call it, but we had lots to talk about.
We had a lot to talk about. The silly season was a bit rough, it seemed, actually. There were lots of scandals and all sorts of things going on as we tried to relax on the beach.
Well, our first picture refers to NASA and the problems they've been having.
Yeah, they keep having the same problem. They're sending these shuttles up and the missions begin to sort of seem alike. This is a cartoon by M.E. Cohen from New Jersey. And I think it captures it just perfectly.
Yeah, the phrase is, your mission is to go up, watch leaking foam destroy the protective tiles, fix the tiles, then come back home.
It's starting to feel a little bit like one of those family vacations, and the shuttle is like the old family station wagon, and every time they go off on the trip, something breaks down and they have to get under the hood.
Mechanics in space.
Exactly.
Now, for the second one, I guess we should explain to our international viewers who Michael Vick is.
Michael Vick would be the star quarterback from the Atlanta Falcons in the American football, the National Football League, American football here. And he got in a very rough spot with accusations of dogfighting, which he eventually was prosecuted for and pled guilty to. Dogfighting as in dogfighting behind his house and gambling and killing dogs, just terrible stuff,
right.
But great for cartoonists.
And of course, here you've got the two cats saying, personally, I like having Michael Vick around because all the dogs are busy chasing him.
Exactly. This is by Malcolm Mays from Edmonton, one of the great Canadian cartoonists. And this has been, you know, it just keeps going and going and going as a cartoon subject. There's been a number of cartoons that have been questioning whether or not the sentence that Michael Vick will get is going to be in human years or dog years.
We have to figure out how long that is.
Exactly.
Now the last one is from Politico.com, and as you know, I'm a fan of your art style, but also the content here is really particularly poignant considering what's happening in American politics.
Yeah, this is a cartoon that I got thinking because Bush actually had brought up the comparison between Iraq and Vietnam, and it made me think, of course, of the iconic image. And then the other thing that was going on in August was there was this exodus of people from the White House. So I married the two ideas, and the caption for this is, wow, they do have an exit strategy. And that's actually a lot of Bush's administration heading out of the White House.
Or leaving, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, that's our, it's not our exit strategy. We're going to have you back, and love having your comments on some of the cartoons that have been taking place.
Thanks, look forward to it.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Riz.
And that's it until next time. Do keep sending in your questions and comments and pointers to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.